Everyone calls it R&D for a start, but it is research and development. So it's a government scheme, a UK government scheme, to incentivise companies to look at innovating new products, new processes into the marketplace to help the UK economy grow. Okay, it's directly with HMRC, so from the taxman. So when companies pay their corporation tax, if they've carried out eligible R&D activities, they can claim some of that money back through the scheme. And that's either in a reduction of the corporation tax that they actually pay, or in some situations, they can surrender that for a cash sum.
Well, there's no lower limit, there's no upper limit, but the companies claim between 11% and 33%, depending on a number of factors, including what it is they're doing, who they're doing it with or who they're doing it for, but also their own financial position. Are they in a profit or a loss-making position? But the long and the short of it is between 11 and 33% with no upper or lower limits.
Okay, well, the average claim is around about £53,000 across all sectors. The UK government spends around £4 billion a year on the scheme, so there's a lot of £4.50s in there. But as I say, the average around about 50k, but there's lots of small companies claiming much smaller amounts and bigger companies obviously claiming a lot more. There's quite some specific things that you can claim for, and obviously a lot that you can't claim for, so we'll focus on the ones that you can. Essentially, it's any activity that's involved in overcoming that technical challenge. And that includes essentially your staff costs, so mainly people who are going through PAYE, and that can include pension contributions and national insurance contributions as well. It also includes subcontracted cost, so if you've given a piece of work to another company to do on your behalf, you can claim some of those costs back. Externally provided workers, any materials, any software, or anything that's really been used on that technical project.
The three questions are something we have a little bit of fun with. We understand the rules and the nuances in depth, and we've brought everything together in three very simple, straightforward questions that we ask a client continuously. Whenever you say to me, is this eligible? I will say to you, there are three questions we ask you. And by the third or fourth time I've said it, you'll start smiling and you'll know what those three questions are. So the three questions are quite simple and quite straightforward. Question number one is, are you addressing a challenging technical or scientific problem? Now, in most cases, the answer to that will be yes. So we move on to the next question. The second question is, are you seeking a genuine technical advancement with your activity? And what I mean by that is, I was given an example. I had to write our own website a few weeks ago. I had to learn WordPress. To me, it was a challenging technical problem, but me writing a website isn't a genuine technical advancement in the industry. It helped me, it helped my company. It's not a genuine technical advancement. So question number two, is it a genuine technical advance that we're looking at? And really this comes into question three. Question three asks, could a competent professional in the field solve your problem with information that's readily available to them? So if I said, Phil, okay, we've got this IT problem, I'm thinking of doing it myself, could you do it? If you said to me, Richard, it's a piece of cake, or Richard, I could do it, give me a bit of money, then unfortunately it's not the sort of thing we could claim for. If you said to me, Richard, I think it could be done, but I have to go away, scratch my head a little bit, and that's what it comes down to, the amount of head scratching that goes on, and say, I think we could do it, then we're barking the right tree, in the right ballpark. So question number one, is there a challenging technical or scientific problem? Question number two, is it a genuine technical advancement, not just something new to you? Question three, could a competent professional address the problem with information that's readily available to them? There's simply not one. There's simply not one. What we need to do with every single business is sit down and evaluate exactly what it is that they're doing, because you have what's called eligible activities. You have eligible activities and ineligible activities. When you sum up the eligible activities, you can then claim a percentage of those activities as either a tax rebate or some money back. So that simply is no catch. It's not simple and straightforward because you have to understand what you can claim, what you can't claim, and there are a lot of nuances with situations like subcontract, grant funding assistance and so on, but there is no catch.